Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Akil, and welcome back to a brand new anime review, guys. Yes, it's been quite a while since I actually talked about this specific anime, and the anime I'm talking about today is Fairy Tail. Now, last year I covered the first five seasons of the show. I had a really fun time watching it, and so today we are back talking about a brand new season of Fairy Tail. Well, not brand new, but for me, it's brand new. And this season focuses on the Grand Magic Games arc. And unfortunately, it's not complete because for whatever reason they just put it up like that. But it does end off in a way that kind of leaves it hanging for the next season. So there's that. So there is definitely somewhat of a definitive ending, but at the same time, it's still a cliffhanger, I would say. But anyway, without further ado, let's just jump right into this, guys, and start talking about what this arc really is about. So basically, it's this tournament that is held every year, and because these guys were stuck on Tenro Island for like 7 years, they basically could not compete. So this year they can, because now they have the whole group back together. Well, they could before, but now they have their their A team. They have they have Natsu and Urza and Gray and everyone back. And basically it's a tournament, and excuse me guys, sorry. Basically it's a tournament where all these different guilds compete, and there's eight guilds, and one by one they get slowly knocked out and all that, and it's a really cool concept. However, I'm not gonna lie, out of all the seasons of Fairy Tail, this is definitely my least favorite season in terms of how hyped I was going into it, because it's not my least favorite season in general. That's still season 5. But what I mean is that in terms of hype, I was definitely disappointed. This is the most disappointing Fairy Tail season because it's called Grand Magic Games, right? And some of the games are cool. My favorite probably being Pandemonium. That was a cool concept, but it just didn't really turn out the way I thought it would, guys. And I'm not gonna lie, the battles in the season were cool, but the final battle was by far my favorite part of the entire season. So there's that. So because that, I couldn't really get into it a lot. The games were fun and enjoyable. It's definitely better than season 5, but I do think that this season was nowhere near as good as some of the previous seasons as well, like season 1, 2, and of course 3 being my favorite, as well as 4. But this season definitely has something going for it, and that's a very interesting, unique storyline going on in the background that they keep hinting and alluding towards. Like what's happening in the future, what's going to happen. We don't know. So for me, I don't know when I'll see season 6 because it's 90 episodes, but I'll talk about that at the end of this review. But in terms of characters, guys, everyone's there. This is the biggest cast of Fairy Tail yet. 8 different guilds. I was going to say 7, 8 different guilds, and some other characters as well. So there's that. And I gotta say, those first 5 episodes, you really have to get used to them, because the actual games don't start until like episode 8 or 9, maybe even 10. Like they don't start fighting until that episode. So there's that. But honestly, I think it's an anime thing where you have to get the slow build out to get back into the swing of things. And for me, that's what I felt. It was like quite a while, or I guess a whole year, since I'd seen an episode of Fairy Tail, because I was watching One Piece and other stuff as well. So there's that. Now, in terms of the positives, I have to say, once again, the characters are great. Even some of the new characters too. Their power levels are all really, really cool. So there's that. The action, once again, is absolutely fantastic. I don't think Fairy Tail has let me down in terms of that. And finally, I do like the concept of the Grand Magic Games. And some of the games were all really, really cool. So there's that. Now, in terms of the negatives, it did take some time to actually get into the games. Like, I don't understand why this whole labyrinth challenge took such a long time. But honestly, it doesn't matter, because it was still kind of a game on its own, if you know what I mean, the whole labyrinth thing. So there's that. And then another negative is that it did not feel as epic as I thought it would be. My friend was saying like, oh, he was very hyped up with the games. I was like, really? Okay. And the battles were cool, but it wasn't like crazy like some of the other Fairy Tail seasons. So that part kind of let me down. And finally, I will say, while there are a lot of characters, I really feel like Fairy Tail is the one that you really care for. Not to say I didn't care about the other characters. They're all really cool and interesting. It's just that it's really hard to care about some of them when sometimes the show characters past or backstory or whatever you want to call it overall, honestly, I feel like every character also has a motivation in this arc as well, which is great. But this season really felt like it should have just been about Fairy Tail winning the tournament and not so many other things. So there's that. But overall, guys, I definitely enjoyed the Grand Magic Games arc overall and the season. But the arc is not over, but the season is. So for that reason alone, I'm going to give Fairy Tail Season 6 a 7 out of 10. I think this is a good season. And now I can officially say I've seen 20 seasons of TV this year, guys. Now, I do want to mention something. I'm going on holiday in less than a month now, so I don't think I can finish Fairy Tail Season 7, which is 90 episodes, and then Season 8 is 12 episodes, and then Season 9, the final season, is 51 episodes. So I don't think I can finish all that. If I can't, then I'll probably have to push it to early next year, which means that One Piece unfortunately will be delayed. But that's okay, guys, because next year then, if that's the case, I will actually talk about possibly 3 anime next year, because Fairy Tail, I only have 3 more seasons, even though the next season's very long. But if I do the same structure I'll be doing, except for today, I saw the last 3 episodes, instead of watching 5 a day, which is what I normally do with anime in general, is that if I do the math, because there's 90 episodes, 18 times 5 is 90. So that would take me 18 days, which that I don't think I have enough time to watch it all. I mean, I do, but still, there's really not enough time to finish it before I go on my holiday, because I have other stuff to do as well and other stuff to watch as well. So I'll probably push to next year and then try and finish Fairy Tail, One Piece, get on to seasons 11 to 15, and then start a brand new anime, which I'm still debating on what it is, but it's probably going to be one of the shorter ones. So one that doesn't have like 2 or 3 seasons, maybe just a 1 season thing, and I've probably already thought about it as well. So there's that. Now, in terms of, sorry about this, guys, it's the morning, that's why. But in terms of what I'm doing next, Avatar: The Way of Water is obviously coming out, and I'm obviously very excited for that. I mean, I put it on my list of most anticipated movies of the year, right? So there's that. But honestly, I want to watch that movie in theaters and not at home or anything like that. So that's going to be a theater movie for sure. And then I also want to probably check out a couple like older movies as well. I mean, I've been watching stuff like recently behind the scenes. Like last night I saw Heat, the night before that I saw Escape from New York. I would do classic reviews of that. It's just that sometimes I don't have a lot to say for some of those reviews. Like classic reviews don't just have to obviously be black and white films and all that. They can also be, you know, something like Scream, which of course I reviewed for the channel. But that was a franchise and I really enjoyed that franchise overall. So in terms of classic review, guys, I don't know when I'm actually going to do one. I could have actually done one for Heat and Escape from New York, but I have to be in the right mood. Like, I guess I was in the right mood for Suspicion or that. And I know some people like, oh, you're just lazy or that. I'm not lazy. I just really have to know what to say. If not, I'll be mumbling the entire time, guys. So there's that. But overall, Fairy Tail Season 6 is done. So now 3 more seasons of Fairy Tail. Next up for the channel is probably Avatar: The Way of Water. I don't think I'll be watching any more seasons of TV because Titan Season 4 is the only season that I care to watch now. I've already finished Warrior Nun Season 2. I enjoyed it. I didn't love it. I definitely thought it was better than Season 1 though. So there's that. And because I won't be able to watch Titan Season 4 because they split the season to two parts. Everyone's doing that now, I should say. It'll be on next year's ranking. So there's that. Which means that I might actually have a chance to do some catch-up reviews. Because I've seen everything I want to in terms of TV shows. Or I could actually go back and continue on with The Witcher. Because I've not seen Season 2 of that show at all. I saw Season 1 like back in 2020. Yeah, so there's that. But anyway, guys, that's my review for Fairy Tail Season 6. I don't want to drag this out already for too long, as if it already hasn't. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. What's your favorite season and arc of Fairy Tail up to this point? For me, it's still got to be the Edo's arc. That was really great in my opinion. Season 3, in my opinion, still the best. But this was not too bad too. Overall, guys, thank you guys. It was a good season and another pretty solid arc of Fairy Tail. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. My name is Akil, otherwise known as the Comic Director, and I'm signing out.